ZTE. To get us started, I'd just like to introduce our speaker. Then we'll move on. We have two parts of this program. We have one presentation, then we'll have a quick photo of the speakers, and then we'll move on to our second presentation with virtually no break. So please don't feel we're stopping halfway through. We have, as I said, two major presentations. There's a few signs around which give away what those presentations are, and if you've been to the ZTE booth, you will have seen that too. So let me introduce first of all Mr. Hershey Yu. Mr. He is an EVP of ZTE and the head of the Mobile Devices Division. Welcome, Mr. He. Chris Edwards is the European Marketing and Business Development Director for ZTE. Raj Telluri is Senior VP of Product Management at Qualcomm Technologies. And John Carling is Senior Vice President for E-Media at Dolby. So gentlemen, welcome. So one thing I would say is that we will be having questions at the end of the second presentation from the audience. So if you have questions, please keep them in mind, and we'll do that Q&A at the end. So without further ado, we'll move on to the first part of the presentation, and I'd like to introduce Mr. Hershey Yu. Mr. He.
女士们、先生们，大家下午好。
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, our honorable guests, our customer, key partner, and media friends.
欢迎各位参加中兴通讯 Life is Ground 战略产品的发布会，与我们共同见证中兴通讯最新的旗舰型 Ground Memo 诞生。
Thank you everyone taking your time to participate in the ZTE press conference where we're announcing our new strategic product, Brand Memo. The theme of this conference is called Life is Grand.
时至2013年，中兴通讯已经进入手机行业整整15年，从2G 时代的默默无闻，到3G 时代的一路弯道超车，发展到今天4G 时代。 成为全球第4大手机制造商，取得这样的成绩要向高通、杜比等众多的一些合作伙伴，以及媒体界的朋友们，以及遍布全球160多个国家和区域的上万名中兴手机的员工，表示衷心的感谢。
By far this year, ZTE has been working in telecom industry for 29 years and mobile device industry for 15 years. ZTE mobile terminal has a steady growth and profit in 2012. And ZTE here, I would like especially to express my thanks to our close partner Qualcomm and Dolby. Thank you for joining us today to witness this birth of Brand Memo. Because of your great support, Brand Memo can be such a great brand product, and we also want to express our thanks to the majority of our employees from ZTE Corporation. Without them, we cannot be that far.
刚刚过去的2012年是非常不平凡的一年，中兴手机终端全年实现了稳步健康以及利润的一个增长。根据 IDC 的数据显示，2012年中兴手机 全球出货量达到了6500万个，市场占有率稳步提升，其中智能手机表现的强劲，发货量与2011年相比同比放缓，智能手机的收入占到了我们手机整体收入的70%，而中国、美国、欧洲等高端市场的拓展也取得了重大的进展，占到中兴手机这样的3个区域占到中兴手机的收入 达到了70%。
ZTE Mobile Terminals has a steady growth and profit in 2012. According to IDC, ZTE launched 65 million mobile devices in 2012 globally, keeping the rank as the 4th largest mobile device as OEM in the world. With the increasing market share of mobile devices, our smartphone development has a greater performance. The smartphone volume of 2012 has been doubled compared to the launch volume in 2011. And the revenue of smartphone ramped up to 70% of the total income of the mobile terminal devices. However, we also realized the comparable volumes and profitability to our competitors and other first-tier OEMs. ZTE still have a long way to go.
但是我们应该看到，虽然整体中兴手机的销售额快速的增长，但是中兴的利润比较苹果、三星等一线国际品牌还有很大的差距。因此，2013年中兴通讯手机的重中之重就是通过强化高端产品、开放市场拓展以及品牌地位的提升的战略举措，进一步深化我们2011年开始的智能终端战略的转型，实现2015年跻身全球前3大手机厂商的一个目标，打造具有高识别度的全球高端品牌产品。
As you know, that we still have a gap compared to Tier 1 OEMs like Apple and Samsung in terms of profitability and their market recognition. ZTE still have a long way to go. Therefore, the most important task for ZTE now is to focus on several strategic areas: high-end products, branding, image build-up, flagship devices, and open markets.
不如2013年，智能手机将继续保持高速的增长，高端旗舰产品的发展态势将呈现出4个 S 的特征，即 Slim、Screen、Speed 和 Safe。其中 Slim 表示在不影响续航能力的情况之下，外观尽可能的纤薄时尚。Screen 显而易见是屏幕像大屏高清的眼镜。Speed 意味着芯片平台更强调速度，实现双核四核以及未来8核方向的一些发展。Safe 意味着在大量的 APP 应用安装的情况之下，解决消费者日益担心的手机安全问题。
Observing the trend of the mobile phone industry, we believe high-end market smartphones will focus on more performance, industrial design, security functions. Therefore, we summarize those strategic areas as 4 S focuses: slim, safety, screen, and speed. Slim represents thinner look without affecting battery performance, and safety represents smartphone security features even after huge amount of application installation. And screen represents bigger and higher resolution screen. That is another key features that users truly care about, especially for the multimedia functions. And speed represents good choice of chipset platform with integrated multi-core processing technologies.
今天我们为大家揭晓的这款Ground Memo 是中兴通讯在 CES 展发布 Ground S 之后又一高端的旗舰机型。Ground S 和 Ground Memo 这2款产品，充分的体现了以上我们所讲的4个 S 的产品设计理念。Ground Memo 将在全球率先采用了 Snapdragon 8000的这个4核处理器，并且是全球首款采用杜比新一代数字加技术的处理引擎的智能手机，不仅刷新了 Ground 系列的硬件配置的记录，而且整合了中兴通讯在软件应用、UI 操作界面、安全防护等方面的独家优势，是中兴通讯智能手机的巅峰之作。它将与 Ground S 联合开创中兴高端智能手机的旗舰的新时代。
Today, I would like to announce another high-end device from our ZTE product family, Grand Series. This is the first announced device in the world that embedded with Qualcomm Snapdragon 800 processor. It breaks the record of the Grand Series product families from hardware and software configuration perspective. It also integrated ZTE's unique software applications, UI, and security features. It is one of the best design of ZTE smartphones and integrated our partners' solution from Adobe, and it is brand Memo.
在这里，我特别要感谢高通公司杜比等全球顶级的一些合作伙伴的大力支持，感谢各位新闻界媒体朋友们的关注和支持，衷心期待和大家一起携手共进，再创辉煌。谢谢大家。
Therefore, I would like to express my sincere thanks to our partner, Qualcomm, Adobe, and our media friends, and our honorable guests from our customers as well. And thank you for your support to ZTE. Without your support, ZTE alone cannot become where we are today. And thank you again for all your coming here today, and thank you for all your support. In short, ZTE is looking forward to continually working with you to build up a new era of mobile device industry.
Thank you.
So good afternoon. I'm going to now talk through Grand Memo, which we're proudly launching today. And I'm going to start off by way of introduction of playing a short video to get a view of the product and some of its capabilities.
Sorry guys, we did a sound test before we started. We'll let you enjoy the delights of what users look like. Apologies for the sound. Clearly it wasn't forthcoming from the Grand Memo, which carries Dolby sound, but I'll come on to that shortly. So one of the things that Mr. Herr spoke about was our design, and Grand Memo is a truly great design. It carries a 3,200 milliamp battery, but only 8.5 millimeters in width, and it creates a great design, great form, and great function. And being slim, easy to carry, large screen, but easy to carry both in pocket or in bag. I guess one of the things that makes this handset outstanding is the Qualcomm Snapdragon chipset, quad-core, 1.5 gigahertz, and delivers truly outstanding speed. We've also built in from ZTE, ZTE Safe, which is part of our build in creating a great user experience. So it incorporates things such as Power Manager, Software Manager, and security, which is becoming far, far more important for the mobile consumer of today, as well as monitoring data usage. So all those things are built in as part of our UI developments. And furthermore, with a great screen, it's clearly great for using on the move, and the car is no exception. So with ZTE Drive, the product can sit neatly in the car and provide exceptional use via the GPS function. Coming on to sound, which we didn't have much of earlier, one of the things that the 5.7-inch screen and the Grand Memo is going to deliver is exceptional viewing experience. But as you see, that's of little value when you haven't got the sound to go with it. So we have incorporated
Dolby Digital Plus, which is the first smartphone to incorporate the next generation processing engine. So as well as watching the experience, you can listen to. Again, great screen, great sound, is a little used without great camera and video capability, and the Grand Memo delivers this. A 13 megapixel camera with true 1080p HD functionality will provide just the right piece of equipment to capture those moments, whether they be on camera or whether they be on video. I guess one of the things when you've captured all that information or got all that entertainment is you'll certainly want to share that. And again, the Grand Memo delivers that through supporting Wi-Fi and is able to transfer information at 5 gigahertz speed. It has also got DLNA out, so clearly you can then display all that information on larger screens when you're at home or at work. Again, bigger screens bring some inflexibility for the user experience, but one thing that we've thought of is making sure that handset can still be used in a single hand mode. So we've developed a comfort area, and you can see there on your right hand side where the actual screen size is to give you a keypad on your right hand side there for a right hand person or for a left hand person, enabling you to use the functionality where it's dialing a number. You can do that with the span of your hand. And again, this further demonstrates the ability for the screen to then move over to the left-hand side and use text. Finally, one of the key areas that we're doing is developing a UI, as we spoke about, was My Favor, and MyPop shows how we can then start to build easier navigation menus and create a genuinely unique ZTE consumer experience. So that, in short, is the Grand Memo, a tremendous handset that will be launched this year and I think will provide a springboard for success with the 5.7-inch screen. So thanks very much, and I'd like now to pass you on to Raj Jewelry, who is going to talk through from Qualcomm. Thanks.
Good afternoon. It's really my great pleasure to be here once again along with our friends at ZTE. This time we're talking about the launch of the Grand Memo smartphone. I'm really excited about this announcement because this is the first of the announcements on Snapdragon 800 series processors, which we talked about at CES. Now, the Snapdragon 800, we have designed it grounds up to be a really, very high performance processor, but at the same time, with a high level of integration and deliver the users great battery life. And as you can see from the device that Chris just